Trust is not built by saying trust me, it's built by showing the facts. Hidden loans, secret purchases, undisclosed income, these things damage your relationships deeply because they feel like betrayal. Hello and welcome friends. Today we're talking about something that builds or breaks families, marriages and partnerships. Money. Not money itself but the conversations around it. Let's be honest, many relationships don't collapse because there isn't enough money. They collapse because there isn't enough transparency around it. Money is emotional. It represents security, freedom, status, effort, sacrifice and sometimes even love. When it's not discussed openly, assumptions grow, and when assumptions grow, resentment grows, and when resentment grows, trust begins to die silently. So let's talk about why clear and honest money discussions are not only necessary but healthy. First, transparency removes confusion. In a marriage or family setup, when everyone understands how much is coming in, how much is going out, and what the goals are, there's clarity. No guessing, no secret stress, no hidden debt. You don't wake up one day shocked by unpaid bills or unnecessary spending. When money is openly discussed, it becomes very easy to see where misuse is happening. And this is not about blaming someone, it's about catching small problems before they become big disasters. If one partner is overspending, you'll see it early. If someone is secretly struggling with debt, it can be addressed early. If lifestyle inflation is creeping in, it can be corrected early. Correction is easier when the problem is small. Second, honest conversations prevent emotional explosions. When money issues are hidden, they don't disappear, they accumulate pressure and pressure always finds its way out. Many arguments that look like they are about small things, groceries, fuel, entertainment, are actually about unspoken money anxiety. One partner might be silently worried about savings, the other might feel controlled or restricted, but because there's no honest conversation, the tension leaks out in unhealthy ways. Open discussions reduce this emotional build-up. Instead of accusing each other, you say, let's look at the numbers together. Let's adjust this before it becomes heavy. Let's agree on what matters most. That shifts the dynamic from fighting each other to fighting the problem together. Third, financial transparency builds trust. Trust is not built by saying trust me, it's built by showing the facts. When partners can openly access account information, know debts, understand spending habits and participate in decisions, it creates psychological safety. Nobody feels deceived, nobody feels excluded. And trust, once strengthened financially, spills into other areas, parenting, business, long-term planning. On the other hand, secrecy about money is one of the fastest ways to destroy trust. Hidden loans, secret purchases, undisclosed income, these things damage your relationships deeply because they feel like betrayal. Honesty may feel uncomfortable at first, but dishonesty is far more painful in the long run. Now let's talk about something many people don't connect to money: mental and physical health. Financial stress is one of the biggest causes of anxiety in families. When money is unclear, the brain stays in survival mode. You feel constant tension, you sleep poorly, you become irritable, you experience headaches, your body produces stress hormones like cortisol repeatedly. Over time, chronic financial stress can affect blood pressure, immune function and emotional stability. But clarity reduces stress. When you know your exact situation, even if it's not perfect, your brain relaxes because the unknown is more stressful than the known. Even if the numbers are not the best, having a plan creates peace. The mind feels in control again. Honesty is not bad, it's healing. Some people avoid money discussions because they think it will cause conflict, but silence causes more damage than conversation ever will. You don't avoid the doctor because you're scared of the diagnosis. You go early so treatment is easier. The same applies to finances. When families schedule regular financial check-ins, weekly or monthly, it normalizes the discussion. It stops money from being a taboo topic. It becomes just another responsibility you manage together. And here's another powerful benefit: shared vision. When couples or family members openly discuss finances, they can align their goals. Are we saving for a house? Are we investing? Are we clearing debt? Are we building a business? Are we planning for retirement? Without conversation, everyone operates on their own private vision. With conversation, the vision becomes collective. And when people work toward a shared goal, unity increases. Another important point: money discussions teach responsibility. Children who grow up seeing honest financial conversation learn budgeting, planning, and accountability. They grow into adults who understand that money is a tool, not a secret weapon. In partnerships, transparency creates mutual accountability, not control accountability. If someone is misusing funds, it becomes visible early, and instead of public embarrassment later, there can be a private correction now. Correction is not punishment, it is protection. Lastly, clear money conversations protect the future. Financial disasters rarely happen overnight. They happen gradually. Small overspending, small loans, small financial lies, until one day the situation explodes. But open dialogue acts like a safety alarm system. It detects early warning signs, and that is maturity. So if you take one thing from this video, let it be this: honesty about money is not harsh, it is not cold, it is not accusatory. It is love in practical form. It protects your peace, it protects your health, it protects your relationship, it protects your future. Silence may feel comfortable in the moment, but clarity creates long-term freedom. So sit down, open the accounts, review the numbers, ask questions without attacking, listen without defending, and build a financial culture in your relationships where transparency is normal, correction is early, and unity is stronger than ego. Because money handled honestly doesn't divide people, it strengthens them. Thank you for watching. Remember, the real wealth in life isn't just found in numbers, but in the trust and unity we build together. If this message resonated with you, share it with someone you care about. Until next time, keep choosing honesty and connection. Your relationships and your future are worth it.